Morning. The cats are going to get in trouble today. Guys, this is not. These are my cats. Welcome. They're sisters. Yes, different, same mother, I believe. 3 years, 4 years apart. Have no idea who the father is of each of them. They're freebies from a farm. Anyway, welcome. Sunday morning Regen Flow. Nice to be back with you. I'm Sandy. And today's class has a sneaky plank in it, so don't be alarmed, it's not too hard. And we're going to get into the hips and what else? Oh, I decided to put a purple yoga mat down on my giant black mat because I bought these pants and they're technically green, but against the black, they look black. So I tend to wear a lot of darker colored pants, and hopefully this will help it so you can see my legs moving better on camera. Uh, okay. Okay, you guys, go find something to do. Okay, I have to just stay focused, right? Just a distraction. Hope everyone had a great week. You'll need your Coregeous ball today and a pair of yoga blocks as usual. And I sometimes sip on my coffee mid-flow, so feel free to do that in the comfort of your own home. All right, let's begin. On the Coregeous ball today, you're going to place it in the center of your belly and on the elbows. You're going to simply maneuver your hips from right to left. The ball's right below my navel in the middle of my belly. Oh, hopefully no one had waffles and bacon already this morning. Good. Just notice what you notice. I haven't done this for a couple of weeks. And I've had some digestive issues this summer. So this is probably a good idea that I'm bringing this back into my routine. Notice any tension you feel, whatever feelings, just feel it. Feels kind of good actually to do a little gentle massage here. Start to deepen your breath. Good. Notice the pushing and tugging that you feel from the pressure of the ball, and the rolling or moving of your body over the ball creates some kind of a tugging, right? So now my hips are somewhat stable and I'm moving my rib cage from right to left. Now stabilize the rib cage and once again move the pelvis from right to left. Great way to get in touch with your feelings, what's going on in your core. Right, we hold tension in our gut. And those of you that work your abs a lot, this is really good recovery work. Good. You might be able to feel this like I do, stretching up through your ribs and even your lower back as you maneuver yourself over the ball. I'm moving my ribs again, pelvis stable. Breathing deep every now and then. Good. And back to moving the pelvis. Good. Now from here, roll onto one side. Pick a side, any side. And I want you to have it in between, right in the heart of your waist on your side. So it's above my hip and below my ribs, just creating a dent, a bump, a speed bump, if you will. I'm using my arm on the floor as a pillow. And then take your other arm and bring it up overhead or anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Maybe just draping it on top of the other arm like you're lying in bed. Good. Simply take some deep breaths here. So if you see little glitches, stick with me. There was a glitch last Sunday. I believe it lasted for all of 30 seconds. I can't control the interwebs. I wish I could. Good. Maybe straighten the top leg and try to stretch out your body. I'm going to stretch both arms and just see what I can notice. Deep breath. Feels good across the top of my top hip. Good. Now roll across the back or across the belly onto the other side. Situate that ball right in the middle of your side waist. Position your arms best you can for a passive stretch here, lateral flexion. Just think of the subtle repositioning of your internal organs when you do this. Now the organs on the top side of your side are getting a little space and stretch in between them. And as you breathe, the organs move as well. All right, they go for a ride up and down, side to side, forward and back, depending on their orientation. All right, maybe stretch out the top leg, stretch out the arms. A couple more breaths. Sankalpa for today, or our meaningful intention, is you are capable. You are capable. With my recent stomach distress, it's kind of been ongoing since, oh gosh, a couple of months ago. I had to take I take antibiotics when I go to the dentist. And I went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned and took the antibiotics. Boy, my gut's not been the same since. I've never had a reaction like that before. Very strange. So, yes, I'm taking a probiotic. I think I didn't do as well with my prebiotics with that. Probiotics, it's a mystery. So it's better. Sorry, the cats are about to knock over the plant that they've practically killed. Anyway, some gut love has been helpful, and I've sort of lost some feelings of feeling capable because my gut stress has been affecting how I feel in my body, right? So you are capable. My body did heal this. So I wonder what you're going through, where you need a little boost of understanding that your body's wise, your body is strong, and with a little support and care and feeding, right, you are capable of anything. All right, face down now. Crocodile pose, forehead to your hands, or feel free to turn your head to one side like I am here. Feel your front of your torso and belly against the floor. And now I want you to do the yogic complete breath, which means breathe into the bottom of your lungs first, expand the belly, then the ribs, then the upper chest and upper back area all the way full. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Good. And then create tension in your core, even the pelvic floor. Not your face, though. Relax your face. Good. Now exhale. Let it all go. Relax the tension. Let the air flow out. Feel the pull of gravity under your body. Good. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, belly, rib cage, the top part of the lungs, which is upper back, upper shoulder area.
All the way full. Hold it. Create tension like you're hugging that bubble of air. Don't forget pelvic floor, but relax your face. Good. Exhale. Watch yourself let go of the tension because you are capable of letting go of tension. All right, one more time. Inhale, belly, ribs, side of your ribs, upper back, upper shoulders. Take in a little more, more, more. Hold it, create tension. And let it go. Observe yourself being capable of letting go and releasing held tension. So this is a great exercise to revisit when you need that lesson this week ahead. Okay, now hands right next to your chest like you're about to do a push-up onto your knees because you're about to do a push-up onto your knees. But tension your core first. Good. And then push into the floor and come on up. That's how we should come out of every push-up. Now keep the tension in your core. Deep breath. Create more tension and lower down. Breathe out. Good. The end of the exhale, create tension and push. Inhale. Create tension. Lower down. Let it go. Create tension at the bottom. Push away. Inhale. Good. Create tension at the top. Lower down. Exhale, let it go. Good. One more time. Create tension. Push. And now resume breathing naturally. Scoot your knees forward and let's rock forward and back. Good. Keep rocking. See if you can keep the head up, eyes looking just beyond the front of your mat. So we start to have the muscles in the upper back and neck pull, as we like them to do, our neck into its natural cervical curve as we're opposing gravity in this position. It's like weight training, resistance training for your tech neck muscles that get overstretched and locked in an eccentric position when we're looking at the computer or at the iPad. Good. Now pause the rocking. Look up even farther. Lead with your eyes, shoulders down. See if you can sense length in the neck. And then look up and over your left shoulder like you're trying to look behind the left shoulder. Keep the head somewhat elevated though, and turn your eyes to the ceiling. So the eyes are in the left corners of both eyes. Good. Now gaze back up. Trace the ceiling best you can up and over to the right. Keep the head somewhat lifted. Eyes now looking out the right corners toward the ceiling. Yeah. Keep that going. Look up and over to the left. Stretch the eyes. The eye fascia is what goes when we start to need those reader glasses. So we're training our eye fascia, right, by using some resistance, opposing gravity, looking up at the ceiling. Good, up and over to the left. It's never too late to work on building strength. Strength is your birthright. And because of gravity, we can always work with it to find moments to create pull and strengthen weakened muscles and fascia. One more time to the left. Hi, Kitty. You mellowing out now? Great. Now look back up. Excellent. Now have a seat in side saddle. We're going to do some work in side saddle at the beginning here and later when our hips are warmer. So I've got my left leg in front and my right sort of off to the side. All right. Turn left, bow. We've done this sequence before. Lift up and twist right. Good. Back center. Adding on, we're going to bow to the left, but pick up the right foot. So we're internally rotating. Yeah, that right thigh as it relates to the hip socket. Now rotate your torso to the left. So we're twisting to the left, but lifting that right outer ankle to the ceiling. Good. And then put it in reverse. Sit tall, twist right, and come back. First, we bow all the way down, forehead to the floor. Straighten the arms, lift up. Rotate to the left, pick up the right ankle. Good. Sit tall, turn, twist right, come back to the left, bow first, so we get the forward bend. Sit tall, twist left, pick up the right ankle. Good, just to check in with range of motion there. Let's windshield wiper our legs, hands behind you to the other side. Let's do a few of these. Feet to the floor, windshield wipering the knees. The thighs, as they relate to the hip socket, are internally and externally rotating. So we're flossing the hips today, like flossing the back teeth, the bigger joints in the jaw, right? Bigger joints in the mouth. We're flossing the bigger joints of the body now, the hip sockets. Needs to be done, right? Yeah, we go to the dentist to check our oral hygiene. You check in with me every Sunday to do your movement hygiene. Yes, needs to be done. Okay, let's shift the legs to the other side. Imagine how long we could live in this body, pain-free, right? If we keep this up. It's the only thing I know to do. I don't know what else to do. There's no magic pill, right? Rotate to the right. Let's bow. Good. Come up. Rotate left. Oh, I felt some cracks in my spine there. All right, bow to the right. Sit tall. Twist your torso to the right by pushing a little more into that right hand. Pick up left heel, internally rotating that left thigh as it relates to the left hip socket. Good. Sit tall, turn left. Ooh, I got a little Charlie horse in that hip. Turn back right. Bow. If that happens, just straighten out the back leg. Sit tall, twist, arms straight, pick up left heel. Oh, that helped. Good. Sit tall, sit up, turn left. Look back over that left shoulder. Yes, rotation, twisting. Bow, forehead to the floor. Sit tall now, twist to the right. Pick up the left ankle, high as you can. See if you notice a difference on this side compared to the other. Good. Now both hands come behind you, face me. One more time, rotating to the side here. Now let's wake up sleepy glutes, all right? So scoot onto your mat, side saddle still, left leg in front, right leg's off to the side a little bit. They're both in the front, but the left one's like more in my front. Does that make sense? So from here, you can either use your blocks or a lean or a little momentum. We're going to come up to stand on our knees. So I'm going to try not to use my hands and push down with my knees using my glutes to pick up my spine. Got that? Now lean back, slowly land. There's work to be done in the descent. Good. So the goal is to be smooth and controlled without using too much momentum. Good. And sit back. Please pad your floor if you need more knee cushion. I've got carpet, 2 mats here today. Feels good on my knees. Yeah, you're going to feel this mostly in the left glute. Good. Let's do one more for good measure. Good. And sit back down, hands behind you. Pick up your feet, your knees, switch sides. Good. All right, ready? Lean, using the right hip now to lead. And lean, you have to kind of hinge at those hips to get down there. Good. Pushing down with the knee and shins. Sit back. I believe we did 5. Watch the need for momentum. Good. Yes. 4. Good. Yes, yoga's not just about stretching. It's about mindful awareness, improving the tensional balance of how our muscles pull on our bones to move us through space. So it's not just about flexibility, stretching, letting go. There's an active dynamic component because of gravity. Technically, yoga is resistance training, using your own body weight, but you can feel how you have to push and use your muscles to get up off the ground. And so much of yoga is getting up into poses, down to the ground, down dog, right, back up to standing. Yoga is a form of lightly loaded resistance training before they had dumbbells in gyms. Think about it. Okay, find your way to child's pose. Have your blocks handy.
And forehead to the floor in child's pose. You are capable. Think of your practice today as a form of self-care, healthcare, self-care fitness. Observe your breath and say to yourself the words, "You are capable." This is powerful self-speak to remind yourself of your strength and your abilities. You are capable. Think about your physical strength, but also think about your inner strength, right? The strength we need in our mind and hearts. You are capable. All right, let's outstretch the arms overhead. Come into our first downward dog of the day. Feel the capability of your shoulders and arms in this pose. Feel free to tinker around in your down dog. Noticing when tinkering, though, becomes fidgeting. Can you also maybe work towards a place of stillness eventually in this pose? Nice. All right, let's take a walk towards the front of our space. Inhale, lift up halfway. Really lift up halfway. So my hands are just below my knees. Spine parallel to the floor and ceiling. Good. Exhale, fold. Feel free to bend your knees, of course, right? The tensional balance needs to be honored. So if your hamstrings need it, right? Blow off a little tension there by putting a bend in the knees. In fact, take your hands right now, bend your knees, and massage your hamstrings. Head is down, head is dropped, and with the bend in the knees, the hamstrings are off tension a little bit. And you can use the heel of your hand and your fingers to kind of dig around in those hamstrings. Yeah, you can get in the inner knee. I'm using my fingers to sort of pull and tug at the inner knee, just above the knee, actually. A little tender there. Those are attachment points for some of your inner thighs. Yeah, as well as your hamstrings. All right, hands to the floor. More of that later, maybe on your own time. One more time, inhale, lift up halfway. Think foot pressure. Yep, feel the glutes ignite. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, foot pressure all the way up. We're coming all the way. Reach the arms wide and up. Hands up separated from each other. I want you to reach with your muscles up. So we're tractioning up without joining our hands and pulling. We're literally using our muscles to pull away our shoulders from gravity. Good. If we were to hold this a while, this would become challenging. Yes. One more. Look up now with your face. Good. Arms at your sides. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Look up. Exhale, dive down over those legs. Find your blocks right next to your ankles. Step your right leg back to a lunge. Sink your hips, look up. Good, ditch the blocks. Downward dog. Some dynamic movement here before we hold things. Inhale to plank. Hold your plank. Feel the power in your shoulders. Activate your legs. Press out through your heels. Good, bring your knees down. Tension in the core so you can lower down slow. Good, inhale, baby cobra. Look up. Point the toes and press the toes. Good. Come back down, curl the toes, create tension in your core. Push up, sit back on your heels. Get that added stretch out through your hips and the sides of your torso. Downward facing dog. Sink your heels, push through those arms and shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot in between your two hands. Find your blocks.
Sink your hips. I like the blocks because we can extend more through that T-spine and pull the chest more forward. Good. Now rock and step forward, fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Push through the feet, look up. Exhale, dive back down over your legs. Good. Left leg steps back now. Let's take the right arm up, dragonfly shape. Good. Pause here for 2 more breaths. Sink the hips. Good. 1 more. And bring that hand down. Ditch the blocks for downward facing dog. Push back with those arms. Nice. Inhale forward to plank. Good. Knees are down are your choice. Lower your plank down. Cobra. Point the toes, look up. Good. Come back down. Tension the core. Push back on the knees, sit back. Curl the toes under. Get that stretch in the bottom of your feet. And downward facing dog pose. Toe hygiene, foot fascia hygiene, ankle hygiene, right knees, all the bends, hips, shoulders, spine rotations. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Find your block, sink your hips. Dragonfly, left arm rises now. Yeah, really lift that chest toward the front of your space. A little bit of a back bend in there. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Hand comes back down to the block. Rock and step forward. Fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Dive right back down. Good. Step the right leg back again. Come into the lunge, but come on up to standing. High lunge. Good. Now, you're going to step and hop your back foot forward as you fold towards pyramid pose with the straight legs. Good. Now repeat that. Bend the front knee, step back, standing high lunge. Yeah, here's where all my cushion under my feet is challenging. Step the back foot forward, fold. Let this be a balance sequence for us. Step back into the lunge, rise up. Good. Step forward and fold, pyramid. Good. Some glute awareness on that left butt. Step back. 2 more. Think foot pressure. Push down. Step up. Fold. Pyramid. 2 more times. I lied. Step back. Rise up. Step forward and fold. Feet and ankles getting a chance to do their thing. 1 more. Step back into the lunge. Rise up. Step forward. Pyramid. We're going to stay here in pyramid. Take your blocks to tall. I want you to rock forward and back. We're in a slice of the walking gait here. Blocks right under shoulders. Well, that moves actually, so somewhere somewhere underneath your arms. See if you can keep the right heel stuck to the mat. If not, scoot the right foot a little bit more forward. Not too close to the other foot, but I want you to get a bend in the ankles, but mostly that back one. Good. All right. We're going to step back to the lunge. Right foot steps back, front leg bends. Lower the blocks. Look up as you lunge. Good. Now slide the right knee adjacent to the left toes. Point the right toes and sit down in cowgirl shape. Haven't done this for a while. You can use the blocks or not. I just want you to lean forward to your own degree here. Ideally, that knee stays close to the left torso. And it's somewhat of an obstruction. Maybe wrap your arms around that left leg. And I want you to breathe into your back here. Let your back swell on inhalation. Deep bend in this ankle, knee, and hip. Both legs, actually. Good. One more. Now stay in the shape, but come up to sit. Use the blocks if you want, and walk the blocks behind you to your own degree. And just feel that added stretch on that right thigh, top of the right foot. Make this workable. If this doesn't work to walk your hands back, don't do it. Now walk your hands back forward. Stay sitting tall. Inhale, lift tall. Good. Exhale, you're going to turn to your left. I've got my right hand on my outer left knee. I'm going to lean back onto the block. Good. Spine is in neutral as you're sitting upright here. You can always use a block under your left butt to sit on it. Turn your spine, your shoulders, your neck, and your eyes to the left. Good. Two more. All right. T-rotate. Kitty. Oh, she's being so cute right now. She's purring. Hi, baby. Okay. Find your way to downward facing dog pose. Sorry, it's really rare when she's snuggling. Inhale forward to plank. Lower your plank down. Good. Curl into a cobra. Deep breath in. Exhale, press back to sit on your heels. And then on up to downward facing dog pose. Good. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Find the blocks. Come on up to stand in a high lunge with the right foot forward. Reaching up. Good. Coming to pyramid, hop the back foot forward. Fold. Good. Step back. Standing high lunge. Lunge means we're bending in that right knee. Good. Hop the back foot closer, straighten the front leg, fold into pyramid. Accept the wobbling. That's work being done. Step back. Rise up. Here's the third. Step up and fold. Feel the capabilities of that right leg as we push off the floor. Step back, lower into the lunge. Here's 4. Good. Step up, pyramid pose. One more time. Step back, rise up. Good. Step forward and fold. Hold it here. Change the orientation of your blocks. Lift up halfway. Rock forward and back. More hip flossing here, if you will. Notice if one side's a little more capable than the other, right? Yoga doesn't just make us more flexible, it makes us more sensitive. That's a good thing. Knowing ourselves better means we can take better care of what we see, right? Okay, let's step back into that lunge, hands on the blocks. Look up, inhale. Now slide the left knee flush forward with the right toes. Point the left foot. Here we are. Cowboy pose. Now remember that block can go under the butt to give you a place to sit if you need a little less pressure, downward pressure on that left foot, right? Different heights to the blocks. So first we're going to lean forward. That thigh's right adjacent to my right torso. I'm going to wrap my arms around it and just snuggle my right leg as I round forward and breathe. You are capable. Remember, part of this isn't just the doing, the activeness of the practice. Part of it's in the letting go. Half of it is in the letting go. You are capable of letting go, just like you're capable of being active and strong. All right, let's take the blocks option to walk your hands back a tad, or maybe you don't need the blocks. I'm going to try it without the blocks, actually. Well, a little bit easier. Good. Camp out here for a moment. Giving time for yourself. Carving out time. Holding space for yourself to practice. So valuable. Time is racing by. When we practice, it can be a bit jarring, right? Because we're watching it. Watching breath, watching time. All right, let's walk on forward. We sit up tall. Got to do the twist. And bring your right hand behind you, left hand on the outer right knee. I'm going to use the block here because it helps me stay tall. 5 breaths. Good. One more deep abdominal thoracic breath if you haven't done them already. Stay with it as you breathe out, maximizing the rotation. Good. De-rotate forward. Flange your way back up. We're going to step back to downward dog again. Drop the heels. Push through your arms and shoulders. Good. Inhale forward to plank. Lower your plank down. Cobra, or maybe you feel ready for upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Drop your head and breathe. Take your legs wide off the mat. Walk your hands back so you're in a wide-legged forward fold. And find your breath. Just let your arms dangle beneath your shoulders. All 10 toes pointing straight ahead. Yeah, feel free to put a soft bend in those knees. Create the appropriate tensional balance for the backs and insides of your thighs. Good. Now push up onto straight arms. Now walk your hands to the right. I want you to turn your toes out a bit to the right and drop into a runner's lunge to the side here. And then lift the hips, walk the hands, left toes turn out a bit, lunging to the left. So we're going to alternate here, lunging right and left. Feet are turned out a bit. I'm going to bring mine a little more narrow, actually. I was a bit wide for this. Yeah, inner thighs, hamstrings, spine's lifted tall. Feel free to use your blocks. Good. One more to each side. Now walk your hands back forward towards plank. Sneak your feet back into regular plank. and lower down slow. Good. Cobra or upward dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog pose. You running? My cat just stopped by. She's huffing and puffing. You running, sweet baby? Okay. Let's take the right leg up into the air. Bend your knee. And step it forward into a lunge. Come on up. Standing high lunge. Now there's a sneaky plank in this next sequence, but we're primed for it. Now, I want you to bend your knees. Turn to your left. All toes face left. You're in that squat position again. Walk your hands out off your mat. You're sideways off your mat in this wide-legged plank. Good. And then walk yourself back and walk yourself forward into this wide-legged plank. Lower the hips. Good. Walk back. Nice. One more time. Walk forward into this plank and walk back. Now we're going to put it in reverse. Turn your right toes forward. Bend both knees. Find your way back up to a standing high lunge. You with me? Good. We're going to come into warrior three. Hop your back foot a bit closer on your back toes. Bring your arms along your sides like airplane wings and tilt forward, hinging at the right hip into warrior three. Good. Balance. Breathing. Maybe a slight bend to the knee, not so rigid, right? A little bit of a bend. Bounce a tiny bit. Ride the wave of energy you're feeling. Good. See if you can lift that left leg a little bit higher. Nice. We're going to land in warrior two facing your left. So you're going to step back. Left arm's going to reach forward, cartwheel those arms. Swirl them around. Hopefully that worked for you. Into warrior two. Let's try that once again. Come back into the crescent. You with me? Crouch down, turn your feet, sneaky plank. Just one. Walk back, bend the knees. Find your way back up. You are capable. We're practicing becoming more capable of getting up and down, right? Hop the back foot forward, arms along your sides. Warrior three. Good. All right, remember that cartwheel to warrior two? The left foot will land, left arm will sweep forward and around into warrior two. Nice. Good. Holding on in warrior two. Track that front knee over the middle of the foot. Reach back with that left arm. Good. Gazing forward. Think foot pressure, so you feel it up the legs. These standing poses are good for building capability in your legs. Good. Now reverse warrior. Left arm goes down, right arm rises. Look back towards your left foot. And then look up slowly to your right hand. Good. Slowly back down to the left foot. Keep pulling that right knee to the right over the middle of that right foot. Look back up to the right hand. Yes, intentionally setting us off balance a little bit. Look back down to the floor, to that foot. One more time, back, up. Good. And then cartwheel your arms to the floor. Step back, plank. Lower your plank down. Good. Upward facing and downward facing dog pose. Let's come to child's pose for a rest. Point your toes and breathe. Sometimes when we practice different things, it tests our confidence, yeah? Especially if we tend to like habitual routine things, and that's what my classes are, a lot of habitual routine in these classes, but we've got to get off the mat a little bit, right? We've got to get out of the box a little and challenge ourselves to try new things. Always be exploring. All right, back on up to downward facing dog. You can teach this old dog new tricks, right? Say that to yourself. That's the new Sankalpa. Good. All right, I think we swept the left leg up in the air. I don't remember, but do it if you want. And then step it forward. We're coming to a standing high lunge. One more time, back to another crescent. Good. We're going to crouch down, bend the knees, turn the toes to the right. Sneaky plank, right? Legs are wide, and we stick that plank. Lower the hips a little. Good. Walk back and walk forward. 3 planks, walkings of the plank. And come back. Here's our third one. Lower the hips so you're truly in a plank. Yeah. And walk back. Okay, we're going to turn the feet. Come back up to that crescent lunge. So figure this out. Use your hips. Think foot pressure. Rising up. Nicely done. Arms along the sides. Back foot hops up a little bit, prepping for warrior 3. Start to hinge and tilt forward, lifting the right leg off the floor. Good. Nice. Yeah, see if you can lower that right hip. Hips square to the mat best you can. Reach out. Lift the head a little. Breathe. Good. Okay, we're going to cartwheel to warrior 2. Right arm reaches forward as the right foot reaches back for the floor. Here we are, warrior 2. We will have a little greater understanding on this side. So let's practice that all again. Back arm sweeps forward back to crescent. Come onto the back toes. Reach up. Good. Crouch down, turn the feet, bend the knees, sneaky plank. Lower the hips, make sure it's a true plank. Good. Walk back. Turn the feet, bend the knees, find your glutes, reach up. Good. Hop the back foot closer, arms along your sides. Warrior 3. Good. All right, coming to warrior 2. Right arm reaches forward, right foot reaches back. Here we go. Good. Settle into your warrior 2. Good. Use your hips to externally rotate that left leg, knee over ankle. Reach back with that right arm. Find your breath. Good. Let's put it in reverse. Right arm down, left arm rises. Look down toward that right ankle. Good. What's happening in the front leg and the front knee? Now look up slowly to the left hand. Good. Back down to the right foot. Back up to the left hand. One more time, back down. Good. Back up. Lunge deeper, reach. Good. Cartwheel those arms back down to the floor. Find your way to plank, regular plank. Lower down slow. Good. Upward facing. And downward facing dog pose. Good job. Child's pose. Find your breath. You are capable. All right, back on up to downward facing dog. We're going to come into a twist pose now. Let's take the right leg up, give it a bend, roll that right hip open. Good, step it forward. Slide the knee forward, back to cowboy. Inhale, sit tall, reach up. Take care of yourself. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm behind you, maybe find the block. Right, we did this before. Come back forward, arms reach back up. Hands come to blocks. Lift up into pyramid pose. Feet should be nicely placed. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, fold. Stay here in pyramid for a few breaths. Good. All right, lift up halfway. Position your left block a little more forward so you can lean on it and create a triangular base. Left wrist directly under left shoulder. Stay strong in your legs, right hand to the right hip. Begin to rotate, from the waist up. And reach out with that arm to your own degree. Stay in those legs. Maybe top the back foot back a little. I was too close. Too narrow of a base will make it harder to balance, right? So do what you need to do. Right? You are capable. You need to put effort into this. But you also have to relax into it a bit and not try to be overly controlling, right? There's an effort and an ease required in all moments. Good. Stay rooted in both legs, but especially that left one here. Good. One more. Think long through the neck. Yes. Rotate as you breathe out. Look up, reach up. Good. Bring that hand down. Put a bend in that front knee. Find your way to dog pose. Inhale forward to plank. Lower your plank down. Upward facing. Good. Downward facing dog pose. Let's sweep the left leg up. Give it a bend. Good. Step it forward. Find your blocks. Slide the right knee towards cowgirl. Right next to those left toes, have a seat. Good. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Use a block as needed. Inhale, turn forward, arms reach up. Good. Hands come back down. Pop up into pyramid pose. And fold. Stay here for a bit. Good. 2 more breaths. All right, setting up now for twisted triangle pose. Lean onto that right block, position it under the shoulder, a little more forward. Left hand to the left hip. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lengthen the front of the spine and then rotate. Yep, from the waist up, turning left. Situate those legs and then reach out with that arm. Find your balance of effort and ease. For some of us, the effort part comes easier, yeah? So maybe you need to find a little more ease. Find that back leg. 2 more. One more. Stay with it as you breathe out. Root the legs, turn, look up. You got it. Nice. Bring that hand down, bend the knees. Downward facing dog pose. Inhale forward to plank. Lower your plank down. Good. Upward facing. And downward facing dog pose. Good. Let's come to child's pose. Lots of child's pose today. Find your breath. You are capable. Let's come back to downward facing dog pose. Sweep the right leg up in the air, bend it. Bring it forward just behind the right wrist. You're going to have a seat in this side saddle shape. But our orientation is that we are facing the front of the mat. And the right knee is facing the right corner of your mat, and the left leg is bent behind. We've done the sequence like this before, but we're going to go back to what we did in the beginning. You're going to bow forward, flexing the spine over the right leg. Good. Lift up. Create twist. Push into the right hand. Turn your torso to the right. And then pick up the left ankle like we did in the beginning, right? Good. Derotate. Sit up tall. Turn to the back. This time, though, you're going to turn back to the front. Rotate left. Sitting tall. Sit up. Rotate. Lift left ankle. Good. One more time. Sit tall. Turn to the right, or sit to the right. Left leg comes around. Sit tall. Open arm twist to the left. Look back. Good. Bring those arms back forward. Sit to the right. Left leg comes around behind you. This time we're going to bow and come onto the elbows. And balance. Good. You could slither out into regular pigeon pose if you wanted. I happen to enjoy this variation. This class would be a good one to repeat for digestion help. I don't know if you noticed, but in the beginning when we did this sequence, we did the left first and then the right. Now we're doing the right side forward and then the left. That's relevant because when you hold these shapes later, after you've done a lot of movement, now we're putting pressure on the side of our lower digestive area called your ascending colon. Okay, one more breath here. Walk yourself back up to sit. Lean onto your hands. Let's sneak in one more plank. Lower your plank down. Good. Cobra or upward dog. And exhale back. Bow over the left leg. Good. Come up. Find a twist, leaning to your left, turning to your left, pushing into that left hand. Scoot the right leg back a little. Pick up the right ankle. Good. Come back center, lower the ankle, lift up. Exhale, bow. Inhale up. I forgot. We're going to sit up and turn to the right behind us. And now come back forward. Here we go. Bow. Coming up. Straightening the arms, rotating the spine to the left. Pick up right ankle. Good. Come down. Let's bow. Soon we're going to add in the other part. Lift up. Good. Rotate left. Pick up right ankle. Nice. Bring it down. Good. Hands to prayer. Sit left. Bring that right leg around to the front. Sit down. Place the right heel down. Sit tall and open arm twist to the right. Good. Put it in reverse. Hands to prayer. Lean left. Right leg comes around. Let's bow and rotate left. Pick up right ankle. Good. Lean left. Hands to prayer. Bring that right leg around. Sit tall. Open arm twist to the right. Good. And back to the front. Lean left. Right leg comes behind. Bow. Lift up and rotate. Pick up right ankle. Good. One more round. Lean left. Right leg comes around. Set it down. Sit tall. Rotate back to the right. Good. And come back center. Last one. Lean left. Back leg comes around. Let's bow. And rotate. I think I threw in an extra one on this side, but oh well. All right. Now we fold forward and make this more about ease. Kitty, she's going to knock over my tripod. Abdominal thoracic breath as we put gentle pressure here on now the descending colon area. Your body is capable of many things without your effort. It breathes, it digests, Okay, let's come on up. Come on over to your backs with a block. We're going to bring our legs up. My kitty is so ready for Shavasana. Okay, so lift your hips up. Place the hips on your sacrum. That's the bone right below your lower back and in between both of your hip bones, right? All right, let's take our legs up one at a time towards your ceiling. Close your eyes. Maybe move your ankles around in one direction. And then change directions. If you're enjoying the kitten show, you've got to see my cat right now. She never does this. She never snuggles with me. Oh my gosh. I think she's maturing.
Just keep those legs up a little bit longer. Now slowly bring your legs back down. Remove your block. Bring the knees into your chest. Let's come into happy baby. Take a moment to appreciate that you made it to your yoga mat today, following through with a commitment to yourself to practice. Okay, release your feet. Find your way towards Shavasana. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Feel the pull of gravity under your whole body. Now bring some awareness into your legs. Become aware of just your right leg. Relax your right foot, right knee, and right hip. Allow your whole right leg to feel heavy. And let it go. Now bring some awareness into your left leg. Relax your left foot, left knee, and left hip. Allow your whole left leg to feel heavy. And let it go. Bring your awareness now into your whole pelvis. Relax your right hip, your left hip, whole pelvis relaxed. Now bring your awareness into your whole right arm. Relax your right hand, right elbow, and right shoulder. Allow your whole right arm to feel heavy.
and let it go. Now bring your awareness into your whole left arm. Relax your left hand, left elbow, and left shoulder. Allow your whole left arm to feel heavy, and let it go. Now bring your awareness to the base of your skull. Relax all the muscles of your scalp. Soften across your forehead, your eyelids, your cheeks, and your jaw. Allow your eyes to fall heavy in their sockets. And relax your tongue, letting it rest at the roof of your mouth. Soften the front of your throat and relax across the top of your chest. Now bring your awareness back to your natural breath and give yourself permission to completely relax for the next few moments in silence. I'll return to close us out.
Bring some awareness back to your breathing. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Now bend your elbows and reach your arms overhead towards the wall behind you, allowing your breath to deepen naturally. And bend your knees and roll to one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And think of something that you're grateful for today. And let that feeling radiate throughout your whole being. And slowly walk on up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. I'll see you next time. Namaste.